Crazy. video.
Oh, did they fucking get it? Bruh.
GD Bullet.
No, Schneider, he's about to escape. Where the fuck's this hatch at? he's out. Crazy! You almost had it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking gunslingers 2 beast, nigga. Why me? Can you hear me?
Now I can wait.
No. Anyone specific I should play as?
Got the bird chest going B.
No. I'm beast. Might actually put on that Jason shirt though. Fits what I'm doing right now too. So. Any specific killer you want to see, mister?
Sorry, I'm play as knight.
Patch.
Jets picks back. UFC 302. Junior, checking back in. This is going to be our UFC 302 recap here. So we had Islam Makhachev as our smash lock of the night.
Got you.
And that was an absolutely sweat-free winner. Absolutely a free leg thrown every 3 minutes.
On sweat free, but could be low. Alright, group. What's the over-under for gens here? Like, what's the even line here? I'm gonna say the even line is at 3.5. Over or under 3.5 gens completed. Or you could like do a safety parlay. 2.5. Even 1.5. Don't even know what I'm doing here. Feeling crazy? Ah. All healing each other. That's okay. Ah, that's where you're at. Bizarre.
You smell like shit now.
Yeah, I'm just beast. I don't know. With no perks. Kind of want to play as Survivor, but well, time to kill kids and like fucking. The line set up for this, dude. That's crazy. I set it at 3.5 last game, and it just hit, fucking hit the overhit. This game, we're taking a step back here. We're gonna set the line at 1.5. 1.5, dude. Over under 1.5 gens completed this game.
Over gens at plus 165.
Okay.
And yeah, to kill all 4 is bone nickel worthy. Fucking cheese cup worthy.
Yeah. I killed all 4 in every game I played today. It's my first game as a TV bitch, so yeah. We already know how she is. Fucking easy to beat. Not overpowered in every single way. I'm taking under 1.5 gens, minus 115. kids aren't bad. They're doing the TVs. I'll give it to them. No! Fucking hurt him too, bruh. These kids are sweats. These kids are fucking sweats, man. There's one. I'm really gonna have to sweat on these motherfuckers, man. Dude, that is crazy. Dude. Bitch. No! Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Dude, I even seen him fucking throw it. Oh, that's okay. Play this fucking game all you want, buddy. Wanna be a fucking sweat? Fuck out of here with that shit. Oh, you think that's cute, huh? Think that's cute? crazy.
See the cashier.
If I kill all 4 of them, you're seeing the cashier.
Got the gens though.
Mars, yeah, you definitely got the gens. Fucking healing up. Dude, that dude's name is Basics. life. So. Monkey. Come here, Billy. Oh, Billy. So.
Y'all smell like shower man. Take a shit man.
Yeah, I'm a little too beastie for killer, that's all I gotta say. Dude, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Fucking max across the board almost. A fucking rank, bruh. You got the hot, bruh. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
See the cashier.
Yeah, that's a fat ass cashier for that. Speaking of cashier, I might go to the fucking casino at some point this week.
I'll be on in like a half hour. I'll
You're
be on
fine,
my
bud.
best behavior saluting face.
Go with love.
I promise.
You're good. Yeah. Fucking bitch scaring the shit out of me. Yeah, I might just have to wait for you, honestly. Said a half hour. Might just smash. Smash and watch some UTEF. Are you betting on this weekend's UFC or just baiting it? Because it's really not that big of an event at all.
Sorry, I had to go quick.
Nah, you're fine. I'm not even playing. I'm gonna wait for you.
That killer is ass.
Ass!
Every sports bet, make more money betting sports. ImBnoB8 skills, patience, discipline, money management skills, and the ability to shop and recognize value. Defense skill, not necessarily
I mean, I think he's one of the worst ones. Mike played as him and the dude sucked.
Yeah. I think he's OP as fuck. I mean, I fucking... Hold up.
Play one more if you want. I gotta wash some towels and do dishes soon.
Look, you're fine. I'm gonna smash. So I'm just gonna wait for you. And I'm probably gonna watch some UFC videos on this weekend's event. So, you're chilling. Take your TAF. Invite me to a path when you get on, please. I'll chill right here. I'm not going nowhere.
Down towels. My last load is still fucking wet, bra.
Crazy. Crazy.
So make it 15, I'll be on.
15 minutes, that's low. I'm going to, damn it. Okay. I'm feeling crazy.
Do what you gotta do, Phil.
Nice, I'm smashing. Awesome.
Warning.
What? You got any thoughts on this weekend's UFC, Igor? I guess we have the same thoughts on killing your action. Never mind.
You singing?
Crazy.
Royce.
Ross. Thinking about him. Thinking about getting to play with him. The only thing that scares me about Rojas is it's like his last time they fought. He said he was sick though. I don't know. I get. He should win. He definitely should win.
He was.
Yeah, that.
This is how AI optimizes my schedule. This meeting got
We do not care.
Hey, we didn't really want to.
Yo, what's up, guys? Your boy Pick'em MMA. We're back with another video here. We're gonna do a breakdown, full card breakdown for UFC Fight Night Louisville.
So are you gonna fucking play?
Right now we got Jared Kennan here taking on Nasruddin Imavov. Good matchup, man. This is a good matchup for both these guys. I mean, Kennan here is coming off of surgery. Has been away for almost a year.
Did I tell you I said that? We do not care. Shipped to my Uber driver the other day.
You should be
Rolling
on like
on the
a.
floor
You
laughing.
should.
Yeah, that's crazy. Fucking crazy. We do not care. That is crazy. Come on, bro. Why's my shit mugging in?
He asked my name, I said Cooper, and he said, my name is Pedro, and I said we do not care to his face.
That is,
Mr. Enso.
yo, that is hilarious. That is fucking crazy. Feeling crazy. Fucking feeling crazy, nigga. Alright, dude, why is this shit not loading?
Over/under 0.5 games we both make it out.
Oh man, it's so tough to pick who we fight.
It depends how many games we play.
My team will pick up
If we set it at 5 games,
for the wins, final picks.
if we set it at 5 games, I'm gonna hit over.
I might do a final picks preview for this card on Friday night.
I think at least 1 game out of 5 we're both gonna make it out.
Alright guys, main weight now we got Jared Kennan here taking on Nasruddin Imavov. Good matchup, man. This is a good
Which is
matchup
gonna be a
for,
sweat.
for both these guys. I mean, Kennan here is coming
Because,
off of surgery.
yeah.
Has been away for almost a year at this point.
Barely nobody ever gets out when I play as killer, so
This is an
yeah.
opportunity to get into the top 5. You should be on like a you should be on like a 4-1 run. Cause that he was beating the brakes off Chris Torres for
I
that
remember
match.
that.
No.
I'm gonna pick Nasruddin Imavov. I think he's gonna win this fight, but it's a 5-round fight. I mean, Kennan here has a lot of power, has a lot of 5-round experience, so it's not gonna be easy matchup for Imavov. But I do like Imavov here. He's way younger, also way taller and longer. Better. I don't know if he's a better striker than Kennan here. I think his striking is actually good enough where he can strike with keep it competitive with Kennan here. He's not gonna mix in takedowns. I don't really see anyone mixing in takedowns in this fight. It's gonna be a stand-up fight. I'm gonna pick Imavov by decision. I think Imavov's gonna win by decision. The line for Imavov. I mean, the way he beat Roman Dolidze is just a throw and hope. I mean, doesn't have any technical striking. He just throws and hopes that he lands something crazy and clips you. And Imavov's taking the defense look really solid. So I don't really see him getting taken on in this fight. That was one of his holes in his game. And that Strickland fight, that was his first 5-round fight, by the way. Like his first ever 5-round fight, and he got.
On this edition of Early Look, I'm going to be previewing the middleweight main event taking place June 8th in Louisville, Kentucky between Jared Cannonier and Nasruddin Imavov. My name is James Lynch. If you've never watched the show before, I'm going to go through a bunch of different stats, a bunch of different intangibles. Then I'm going to give you my prediction at the end of this. Some of the stuff may have relevance, it may not. I'll let you decide that, and at the end, I want to hear your prediction in the comments. Don't just give me a pick. Give an actual prediction. I'd like to hear something a little bit more concrete. Really big fight for the middleweight division. Let's do a quick tail of the tape between these two. You can see the killer gorilla, Jared Cannonier, 40 years old. He is 5'11" with a 77.5 inch reach, taking on Imavov, who's 28, 6'3" with a 75 inch reach. So you can see there, Imavov a little bit taller, Cannonier a little bit longer, and Imavov a lot younger than his opponent. Let's start first with the killer gorilla, Jared Cannonier, who's former middleweight title challenger, if you remember. You can see there, Cannonier, 17-6. He's got 10 knockouts, 2 submissions, and 5 decisions. He's the number 4 ranked middleweight. He's 40 years old. He is 5'11" with a 77.5 inch reach, so he'll have a 2.5 inch reach advantage. He's a BJJ purple belt. He trains out of the MMA lab. He's got fight of the night 2 times against Ian Kutalaba and Marvin Vettori. He's got performance of the night 4 times against Cyril Asker, David Branch, Jack Hermanson, and Derek Brunson. He has the most significant strikes landed in a fight in UFC middleweight division history with 241 plus strikes against Marvin Vettori. Cannonier made his amateur debut way back in March of 2011, then made his pro debut a couple months later in June of 2011, made his UFC debut in 2015 when he lost to Sean Jordan, which is interesting. He's fought in different weight classes, fought in 3 different weight classes actually. He's fought 9 times at heavyweight, 5 times at light heavyweight, and 8 times at middleweight. He is 10-6 in the UFC. He's got 6 stoppage wins. He went 3-4 to start his UFC career, if you look at it here, which is kind of interesting, but some pretty good competition along the way. Some notable wins for Jared Cannonier in his career include Anderson Silva, Jack Hermanson, Kelvin Gastelum, Derek Brunson, Sean Strickland, and Marvin Vettori. Some notable losses include Sean Jordan, Glover Teixeira, Jan Blachowicz, Dominic Reyes, Robert Whitaker, and Israel Adesanya. He's had a few layoffs in his career, including the layoff from Sean Jordan to Cyril Asker. There was a 463-day layoff. Going from Jack Hermanson to Robert Whitaker, there was a 392-day layoff. And then going from this fight, Marvin Vettori, to Imavov, there was a 357-day layoff. I actually had an interview with Jared Cannonier ahead of this fight, so if you guys want to get a little bit more detail, Cannonier talks about the injuries he's been dealing with and why he's had such a long layoff, and including how he was supposed to fight Paulo Costa at UFC 301, but wasn't healthy enough to take that fight. He was still recovering from some injuries. So you can find that interview on this channel under the UFC interviews playlist. That's where you'll be able to find that interview. What else? He's had 1 close fight in his career. That's the Sean Strickland one that he won. Some people say it was a robbery. I say it was a close fight. That was at UFC on ESPN 74, plus 74. 13 media members scored the fight for Cannonier, 7 scored it for Strickland per MMA Decisions. MMA Decisions is the website where the media members can submit their scorecards for every single fight. It's not the be-all, end-all, but just something we want to mention here. Let's look at Jared Cannonier's stats with the UFC, just to give you a little insight onto how he's performing. Again, a lot of fights in the octagon. Significant strikes landed per minute is 4.68, so he's landing a lot of strikes. His striking defense is at 59%, so he doesn't get hit that much. Doesn't do many takedowns, only 0.44. His takedown accuracy is only at 42%, but his takedown defense is at 63%, although I doubt... Well, actually, this fight could go to the mat. We'll see. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about Jared Cannonier. Apologies for my voice. Still not 100%, guys, at the time of recording this. That's everything you need to know about Jared Cannonier. Let's talk about his opponent, the Russian sniper, Nasruddin Imavov. So you can see their 13-4 record. He's got 5 knockouts, 4 submissions, and 4 decisions. He is 29 years old. He is 6'3" with a 75-inch reach, so he's 4 inches taller. Sorry, he's 28 years old. They're turning... Yeah, why do they have... It's weird. Tapology says 28, but I guess... Yeah, it's 28. I don't know why I put 29 there. My bad. So anyways, he's 28, not 29. He is 6'3" with a 75-inch reach. He's 4 inches taller and 12 years younger than Jared Cannonier. He is the 8th ranked UFC middleweight. Was training at the MMA Factory with Fernand Lopez. Now, forget the name of the gym he trains at, but he's not with Fernand Lopez anymore. That's been a couple fights now. That's been the case. Never had an amateur debut. Went straight to the pros in February of 2016, which is a fight he lost by guillotine choke. Then made his UFC debut in October of 2020, where he got a win over Jordan Williams. He's 4-2 with 1 no contest in the UFC. He's got 2 stoppage victories. Some notable wins for Imavov include Edmund Shabazian, Joaquin Buckley, and most recently Roman Dolidze. I'd say Dolidze probably the biggest win he's had in his career. And he has some weird losses. Had a loss to Phil Hawes, and then he also had a loss to Sean Strickland, but that was short notice and up a weight class. You remember Strickland wanted to fight at 205 instead of, I think it was 205 or a catchweight. I'm trying to remember. 194 for that fight, so it was like a catchweight fight. Yeah, it's weird they put middleweight, but it was catchweight in that fight, definitely. ImBnoB8 has not had a ton of fights in the UFC, like I mentioned, just 7 fights, I should say. So no major layoffs, no major injuries, anything like that. And then that Phil Haas fight, we should mention that was a majority decision loss. If you go look on MMADecisions.com and see the scorecards for that, you'll see that 13 media members scored the fight for Phil Haas, 2 scored it a draw, and only 3 scored it for ImBnoB8. So a bit of a weird fight, right? Phil Haas not very successful in the UFC, but does have a win over ImBnoB8. So one of those kind of weird stats that stands out. Every fighter's got a weird loss on their resume, so there we go. And yeah, I mentioned there, training with Nicholas Ott now. Used to train with Fernand Lopez, now training with Nicholas Ott. So there you go. Let's talk about his stats. Let me put it on there. Yeah, let me just grab Nasruddin Imavov.
The reason to use these body wash bricks is because it works. Plain and simple. This stuff smells like you froze a bottle of cologne.
So if you look at Imavov's stats here, significant strikes land at 4.53, so that is a little bit less than Cannonier's at 4.68. His striking accuracy is at 54%, so it's a little bit higher than Cannonier, so he does land more. His striking defense is at 61%, so a little bit higher than Cannonier's at 59. His takedown defense is at 76, so that's better than Cannonier. His takedown accuracy is only at 31%, and his takedown average is 0.87. So doesn't get a lot of takedowns there as well. Let's go have a look at the odds right now, which I don't think we have any, but let's check anyways. So if you look at it here, no odds yet for this fight. I would imagine that Cannonier will be the favorite. Let's go have a look on Tapology, though, as far as the fan voting. Again, this isn't the be-all, end-all, but gives you a good indication. So 68% of people right now, and this is just fan voting, picking Jared Cannonier over Nasruddin Imavov at 32%. Okay, which way am I going on this fight? Well, I'm going to be going with the killer gorilla, Jared Cannonier. I think he will win a 5-round decision over Nasruddin Imavov. Here are my reasonings why. Okay, first and foremost, 28% of Cannonier's wins are by decision. He doesn't actually knock out a lot of opponents. He does have knockout power. But if you look at it here, and it is the majority of his wins, 53%, but if you look over the last couple of years, the only knockout he's had in the last couple of years, dating back to 2020, I know he had back-to-back ones over, well, that was a knee injury with Silva. He did legit knock out Jack Hermanson. That was a huge win for him then. But if you look since the Whitaker fight, only 1 knockout, and it's against a guy in Derek Brunson who's been knocked out a bunch of times. So what do we kind of know here? We know that Cannonier, he has finishing ability, but he hasn't been finishing lately. Now, I know Strickland's tough to finish, so is Vettori. Vettori's never been finished in the UFC either, so do have to put that context out there. But I also got to point out that Imavov has never been finished in his career by knockout. He's been submitted before, that was earlier in his career. But you look at most of the losses for Imavov, 75% of his losses are by decision. So that's why I'm leaning more to the decision side of things. Cannonier's not had a knockout win since February 2022. The big thing here for me, and this is how I break down a lot of fights, is Cannonier has fought better opposition. If you look at who he's been in there with, Robert Whitaker, Adesanya, Strickland, he has a win over Strickland. I know people felt it was a bit controversial. Actually, I didn't mention that. Let me do that right now as far as how people scored the Strickland fight, just because I do think it's worth bringing up here. So you can see more people did feel like Cannonier won that fight over Strickland. I know a lot of Strickland fans say robbery. Look at the majority of people here, media-wise, did feel like Cannonier did enough to get it done. So just wanted to point that out in case people are like, oh, he didn't beat Strickland. So Cannonier, like I said, fought better opposition. He's tough to finish. He's gone the distance with guys like Izzy and Whitaker that are have finishing ability, and he's got more 5-round experience as well. So I think all of that will play the role. Now the only concern with Cannonier that I have is there going to be regression? He's 40 years old. I mentioned the layoff there. How many days is it again? It's going to be 357 days since he last fought. That is concerning for a guy who's 40. But here's the thing with Cannonier. Like, he put on maybe his best performance ever in his last fight against Vettori. Like, if anything, I think he's getting better at age. He's like the Yoel Romero. You remember Romero? It's like he was still winning fights at his age. I don't think Cannonier's showing any signs of slowing down, and if he's not, then I think he should win this fight. My issue with Imavov, again, there's a lot of potential here, and I'm very high on him, and I don't think this is going to be like a dominant win for Cannonier. I think it will be close. But my thing with Imavov is we've seen him have lackluster performances. He was winning the Chris Curtis fight, I'll give him that, but Curtis is low-ranked middleweight. Delidze, he's another older guy who I don't think is a contender anymore. That wasn't very good. Sean Strickland clearly beat him. They have a common opponent there, but remember, up a weight class, whatever. He beat Buckley, he beat Shabazi, and he beat Heinisch, who's like retired. Then he lost to Phil Haas. So it's like, kind of what I'm getting at is that like nothing's been sort of flawless for Imavov, whereas with Cannonier, he's losing fights, but he's not losing like badly. He's not looking like embarrassed in those fights. He's still competing at a high level. And I think just for me, the fact that Cannonier's got power himself, the fact that Cannonier looked so good in that fight with Vettori, like I think Cannonier's win over Vettori was better than Whitaker's. I thought it was more dominant. So I just don't see any signs of Cannonier slowing down. You could make a case that Cannonier should be fighting for the title next. Like, this is a guy who's competed quite well at the top of the weight class, and we just haven't seen Imavov do that. His best win is Dolidze, but Dolidze, in my opinion, is the gatekeeper in the weight class. So I favor the level of competition a lot here with Cannonier, and that's why I'm going to be picking him here by decision. So my official pick for this fight is Jared Cannonier to win a decision. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Who do you think wins? I would love to get your pick for this fight and also your prediction. Tell me how you think this fight plays out. Again, razor close fight. Could this be the coming out party for Imavov and he upsets Cannonier? I could see it happening. I actually don't even know, like I said, what the odds are going to be. Maybe Imavov's a favorite, but I just think that despite the age gap, I do think Cannonier's still competing well at a high level. He's not in that decline yet, so I got to take him here. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, @Lynch on Sports. I'm James Lynch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
UFC Louisville. These are the full card predictions and the betting breakdown. I'm looking forward to talking about each of the matchups on this card. So make sure you... Main event of the evening, we got Jared Cannonier versus Nasruddin Imavov. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I am going to pick Jared Cannonier because he is going to finish the fight better than Imavov. Fifth round, Jared Cannonier is still coming forward with hard shots, where I think Imavov is pretty much completely gassed and surviving at that point. I feel like the first round, Imavov, from range, could find some decent shots. It might take Cannonier around. Like the Vettori fight. First round, Vettori won. Vettori hit him with some good shots in the first round. But once they get warmed up and things get flowing, Cannonier is going to be very accurate. He's going to have a speed advantage on Imavov, and he has a reach advantage. Even though he's the shorter guy, he's coming in with a 2.5-inch reach advantage, which is great for Cannonier's boxing. He's got some powerful hooks. He's very explosive. Imavov is good from distance. It's a calculated technical pace. Not that Cannonier blitzes like a madman. He's very technical and calculated too, but he has a speed advantage, an explosiveness advantage, and a power advantage. Imavov would have the kicking from range edge and maybe the point fighting advantage. But in the overall MMA game, I got to go with Cannonier. He's nastier, he hits harder, and I think he has more chance of getting a finish in this fight. I'd be very surprised if Imavov knocked out Cannonier. Imavov is just not known for power. He's the Russian sniper, and he snipes good shots from the outside. I think Cannonier hits him with some big ones over the top, and I'm telling you, especially when we hit the championship rounds, 4 and 5, Cannonier is going to land some big shots. It wouldn't be crazy if Cannonier knocked Imavov out late, but I am going to officially call Cannonier to win by decision. And if they tie up, I think Cannonier could potentially put a tired Imavov on his back and land some good ground and pound strikes. I'm pretty confident that Jared Cannonier, regardless of him being 40 years old, is still one of the best middleweights in the world, and he's a bad matchup for Imavov. I'm going Cannonier, unanimous decision. And it comes to question, like, is it a title fight? Probably not, right? It's log jammed at the top. Is it a Sean Strickland rematch? I don't know. If Cannonier goes out and beats Nasruddin Imavov, like, it's hard to deny because he did beat Sean Strickland. I know Strickland, you know, was controversial, whatever. I'd watch a rematch between Strickland and him. I know Strickland's called